late to the party is always disappointing, but sometimes it's beneficial, especially after the holidays like Christmas and New Year's with the one and only Transformers Legacy Blitzwing. Between the three triple changers, Blitzwing is better than Springer and Astrotrain because Springer's very important transformation joints are super loose, and Astrotrain has missing parts and a gun that he and no one else can hold. Blitzwing, unlike the both of them, has every single part included, no loose important transformation joints, and guns that everyone and himself can hold. Speaking of which, accessories are his iconic sword and gun combo, but with the guns, you can go full Rambo on the Autobots. Okay, controversy time. The giant arm cannons are amazing additions. The second reason I wanted this over the Thrilling 30 and Titan's Return versions, besides modern engineering.
Articulation. So you can look up all the way up, can't look down. Shoulder situation is basically like laser primes, where you open up a flap and then you put the arm out, and then I guess same way that way. So yeah, and then hinge out to go that way. You could unclip it to get higher. Bicep swivel. 90-degree elbows, but they do lock in if you straighten them out. 360 wrists. 360 waist with no intrusions. The skirt flaps fold up, so you could kick that far up straight with the leg. Kick that far back with the leg, not that far because you just have a butt plate. Leg goes out that far. Thigh swivel. All the way. No intrusions. The knee bends past 90 degrees. But for some reason, the knees are sort of loose on mine, but it's not really a problem. You got crazy ass ankle tilts. So this is as far as you can go on both ankle tilts. Reference to a little legend.
Blitzwing feels like Fab 4 material, but it's probably just me due to this guy being in the back of my mind ever since I first saw him in animated. And while he shows up in the Bumblebee movie, but his name is never said, well, you know.
Transformation number 1, which is the tank mode. So to get from robot to tank mode, first you gotta start off by folding these wing flaps back, and like Earthrise Optimus or Siege Optimus, you have to put the feet together, except they actually look like something instead of just vaguely like something. Then you want to open this flap out and then put it in place. I'll show you a better demonstration on the other hand. Fold the hand in. So this is what you want to do. See this part? You flip it around like that. Hinge the hand in. Straighten the arm out till it locks in. Move this whole assembly this way and then rotate it, make sure you like that so it looks seamless. Next, fold in these wings like this, not all the way, just like that. Take this whole chest piece up like that and disassemble his backpack from his back. Then you don't have to do this, but I like to turn the head around, open this flap, turn this around, then close it. Now you want to do the legs, so straighten the wings out, then decrease the size of the legs, then fold in the wing back in. So same thing on this side, or unless that'll do that for you, but well, you can do that. Sometimes the wing's a pain in the butt, but oh well, then you clip the legs together. Then now we're on to this part, so you want to straighten it out and lay it flat. There's two tabs, little tabs right here. Go into these tab holes right here. Then you want to take the tread off the double hinge, untab it from and out, fold it in the double hinge. And there's a tab on the wrist hinge, and there's a tab hole. You can see it. Make sure you tab that in there, and then right here you tab it into the little wing. Do that on the other side. Then take this tread with the wing attached to it and you turn it around, flip it around, whatever. Then you pretty much got all the bases, and then you put the turret up forward. Then you could just do that with the turret. Make sure you tab in the chest, very good. And there you go, you got yourself a tank.
Tank mode is the neatest little tank that I've seen. Cockpit and jet engines included. Yes, I'm fine with their inclusions because it adds a little character to this toy. Plus, considering what else he has to do.
Alright, before we get to comparisons, let's show how you integrate all the accessories. So, you get the hand thing inside the wrist thing. But here, I'll demonstrate what you're supposed to do. So, if it's not clear, take the hand off. Then you pour it inside. Depending on your copy, it may or may not get stuck. Like mine did, like the very next morning that I had opened them for Christmas. So, I don't know, be careful. So, see these tab holes? Notice there's tabs here. So then, tab it in there. Tab it in there. Then you get everything else. So you got his guns. Put it in there. Put it in there, and then the sword, you could just put it right here because there's really nowhere else for it to go. And now it looks like an anti-aircraft tank. Like one of those big guys from the Dark of the Moon game.
Here's Blitzwing in tank mode with a couple of other tanks that are in the G1 shelf area, which is the corner of my room.
Alright, so now you want yourself a jet. So you basically do the opposite of how you did tank mode. So you open this flap up, turn the turret around in there, and then move it back like that. Move these treads back this way. And now this time you want to fold in the wings fully instead of just leaving them put. Then you untab it from there. So actually, to do this nice and easy, you don't put the tank in just yet. Then you tab these in on their double hinges. Then you could tab in the tank head or whatever it's called, I don't know. And then you open up this whole assembly with a backpack, I guess, is what you call it. And it's basically like a little base, I guess. So next, open the legs up, fold the little wing out, I guess tail fins, fold out the jet wing, do the same thing on the other side. You pretty much got that part. So then you take these, unclip those from there, and tab them into these tabs on the side skirt of his crotch. Tab those in, fold these part of the wings forward. Then you open this part, see the nose cone. You fold out the nose cone, close it from the bottom, make sure that this landing gear stays in the hole. And made a mistake, so you gotta do this with the turret. You gotta have it facing that way, and then you see there's those tabs on the backpack and the tab hole on the arm. Tab it in there. So you tab it in there. Oh yeah, and then the same tabs from the feet are here as well. Don't forget about those. Then you tab in the backpack to the arms. Make sure you line up the landing gear. And pretty much got yourself a jet.
This is where I might lose some of you, but the jet mode is okay. Yes, there is a tank below the jet. So what? It adds to the camp that is Transformers. The ridiculous, the better.
Alright, let's integrate the accessories in jet mode just before some comparisons. So basically with the arm cannon things, you want to do the exact opposite thing. So you just have them in their base configuration. I think you could probably figure out how you do that, because I showed you how I did the opposite for tank mode. So what you want to do is come back here, flip the bottom thrusters on because they have 5mm ports. Then you take the 5mm. Ooh, loud noises. You pour them inside. So I'm realizing I said the wrong thing. These are 5mm holes. These are ports right here. So they look like massive rocket engine booster things. Then you take his guns. You can put them in like null rays. And then sword, just put it wherever. There's literally nowhere for it to go. There's not like a port like right here in the middle. So yeah, it looks kind of tacky with the jet mode, but it's whatever. It works.
For the final comparisons of Blitzwing, here's Earthrise / Coronation Starscream and Studio Series Blitzwing. So that's Legacy Blitzwing. Pretty sweet figure overall. Decent transforming, great accessories, and good posing. I would recommend him unless you're satisfied with your Titans Return Blitzwing, or I guess Thrilling 30, but we all know that figure's a pile of shit. So, I've been Helanuvo, and you've been watching Offhand Reviews. Now, for the obligatory YouTube stuff. Like this video if you genuinely liked it, subscribe with notifications on to keep up with the series, and share this with a friend who likes toy reviews of Transformers and other toy lines, because wouldn't you believe it, I look at other toy lines besides Transformers.